Hey guys, I'm back. It's Marcy Mon Nettles. I am here to celebrate with you. It's day 80. 80 days of the 100 days to a better me. So I'm really excited to be coming to you here. I'm 80% done. 8 of 10, right? I am moving along. Hey Ernie, how are you? Ernest. You know what? I am really excited to be coming to you guys today because this is, I've gone on this journey and I am well into it now, and I have broken it down into quarters, so it was easier for me to take a bite at all these things that I felt like I needed to work on and change and just improve myself through. And so this whole journey, this 100 days to a better me, it was because I am an entrepreneur. I have an amazing group of people that I get to work with, and I look forward to working with so many more new people every single day. And so I feel like I need to be, better tomorrow than I was today, and better the next day than I definitely was today, but continually improving and growing. So what had happened is I feel like I got into kind of a stagnation or an icky pool, right? To where I was just kind of treading water, and I had put this lid over myself by choices I was making and things I was doing that was limiting my ability to be the best me possible, so that I could be my best self for you, right? To be able to help you be encouraged and inspired and desire to do more in your lives too. By the way, guys, if you're on here with me live, thank you so very much. Let me know where you're coming in from, city, state, so I can shout out to you, say hi, hi, hi. And if you're a replay viewer, hashtag replay in the comment section, and also where you're coming in from, so that I know where I'm reaching and can come back and say hey to you as well. Plus, at any time throughout this video, please, if you feel that you're getting any value and you think somebody else might need to hear this message, please hit that share button, because sharing is caring, moving things forward, good positive information. Whether or not you decide to take any of these challenges or not, it's always a good idea to share good news with those people you love and care about. So please do that for me, okay? Hey, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being on, Leslie Ann. So I want to share a little bit of what my journey has looked like so far. So like I mentioned, I broke it up into 4 parts. So 4 quarters. Just like a basketball game, right? So the first 25 days, I focused on, something that had a really bad hold on me. Used to, not anymore, baby. I own it. Hi, Maria. And so it was alcohol, my alcohol consumption. I liked to have a drink, right? And I enjoyed drinking with my friends and hanging out, and but I got to the point where I was drinking more than just when I was with my friends, and I would, in the middle of the day, be thinking, oh my gosh, when can I have a drink, right? And that is not what I want. I don't want anything having any power over me other than myself, right? And my God, of course, but no control, especially when it's something that is a negative. And so the first 25 days I focused on no alcohol. And then for the next 25 days, second quarter, I added in my relationship with food. I wanted to be in control when it came to hunger, when I ate, what I ate, if I ate at all, right? I wanted to give my body the best chance at being its best self too. And so I decided I would start intermittent fasting, which I did. I do the 16-8 ratio, so 16 hours I fast and 8 hours I have the option of eating. But what I chose to eat was also an important thing. I chose to eliminate almost all of the dairy, sugar, and gluten from my diet over that past time period, which it's been, gosh, how long has it been? 55 days now that I've been intermittent fasting and making sure I'm being careful about what I'm putting into my body. This is my temple. This is what I have to carry me throughout my long life, because I am going to be here a very long time. And then the third quarter, I went into the focus of my core strength, taking care of the stability of my body. I'm going to share a little bit more about my story tonight, but I just wanted you guys to know that it's like when you have surgeries, which I've had 3 spine surgeries, I actually had improvement of pain, but then I had negative results when it comes to my core stability, which is not a good thing. And so I've been focusing on my core strength for the past 30 days. And then for the last quarter, I decided that, hey, you know what? I've spent 75 days all about me. I'm hoping you guys got some inspiration and some encouragement to do some of your own challenges too. But the first 75 days really was about things that I needed to tackle and I needed to handle. And I've been working on my discipline and my consistency, my spiritual growth, my physical growth, as well as my personal growth all the way around, right? And so I decided the fourth quarter, I was going to turn the tables on you guys. This is about you now, right? Hi, Marianne. And so it's really important that you understand that I am no different than you. That I was no special person when I came into this journey, other than I'm a daughter of God, so that makes us all special, right? It's like I am enough because I am. I don't know if you can see that up there behind me, but that is one of my true beliefs, is that we each were designed and created for a special purpose. And so when we're getting into this calls to action portion, it means that I believe in you. I believe that you have so much more potential and abilities than what you're actually pulling out of yourself or allowing yourself to believe in yourself enough. And so I wanted to pick a bunch of different areas that I was going to do calls to action for you, or encouraging opportunities for you to make some changes and some choices in your own life that can make things better. So the first one that I did is choose one thing that you want to work on. See, I've been doing it for 100 days, right? I'm not going to ask you to do that. I want you to just choose one thing. Do some self-evaluation and figure out one thing that you could spend 25 days focusing on improving in that area. It doesn't mean it's going to go away, right? But what it does mean is that you can gain power over something that you might think might be trying to control you or holding you back. The second one was releasing and eliminating negativity from your life. Even if it's you, even if it's inside your mind, you need to work on being more positive. You want to bring the positivity that the world needs. And you can actually, by being positive, change the environment around you. And your environment is vital to you accomplishing any goal or dream that you have, right? Hi, Laura, how are you? Number 3 call to action was a health evaluation. I wanted you to go in and check out what you know about health and what's more important to you. Is it health or wealth? You know what? If you don't have your health, your wealth doesn't mean a dang thing, right? And so you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And by the way, I challenge you guys to go back and watch all of these calls to action. And I think that if you would just take on a few of these, it would be really, really awesome for you, and you would be able to see some improvement and start gaining back some of that confidence that you may have lost. And then yesterday's call to action was to make a list of the 10 reasons why you will not ever give up on your dreams. It's powerful, and you deserve it. So today's call to action is going to be about doing an evaluation of what your financial security looks like and where you think that you get it from, okay? And I'm coming from the platform of having a couple different experiences, and so I want to share with you really quick where I was and what I went through and now where I'm at, okay? So I am a normal person just like you, okay? I was born into a family I have 9 brothers and sisters. I was the 8th of 10. I struggled throughout my life because I was different. I had different thought processes and I didn't quite fit in all of the time. And I did things sometimes, I think, just to get attention. Hey, Marjorie. Hi, Sarah. And it put me on paths that were not good. Some paths of self-loathing, of sometimes even self-mutilation, guys. I will tell you, I went through a cutting phase. I had some difficult times in my life. And you can see my full story on YouTube if you want to go check it out. But I mean, I've been through just about all of it, all right, including losing my mom when I was only 20 years of age and 7 months pregnant with my first child. And so what I'm telling you is that I'm not any different. You know, I had jobs in all kinds of different places, in chiropractic offices. I worked in a health club, sold health club memberships. But the career that I chose when I was 30 was being a police officer, being part of the law enforcement community. And that is one of my best decisions I've ever made in my life, because that's where a lot of growth came in me, a lot of experiences. Some of them I'm not so proud of, but it gave me the opportunity to do something bigger than me, right? I love you too, Sarah. And so when it comes down to being bigger than you and being in an environment that cannot always be positive, you always try to be the best that you can be, but sometimes you just kind of miss out on that. But what I want to teach you or share with you about that time period in my life was that, there's a lot of difficult decisions when we're adults and when we're parents and even grandparents that we have to make. And one, that's we have to have jobs most of the time, right? If you are of the normal thinking of how that you pay for your bills, you need to have a job where you have a boss and you have to give your energy and your efforts and your time to them that they value for you before they'll write a check out so you can go pay your bills, right? I mean, that's very common. The majority of people are in that situation to where they have jobs and they have to give their time before they're paid. Well, I want to share something with you, and something I really hope that you'll open your eyes to think about. Jobs are absolutely necessary, right? We need to have ways to be able to pay our bills. But what I want you to do is just kind of open your eyes maybe to something else as well. Because I want you to just take a second here. As I'm talking, will you please close your eyes for just a moment? And I want you to imagine. I want you to imagine that on a Friday, you've finished your accomplishments, you've finished your responsibilities for the day at your job. And as you're preparing to go home, you need to go and do one last thing. And as you're approaching that one last thing, all of a sudden, something happens. Something happens that makes it so that you can't ever go back to that job again. Something happens so that you can't fulfill your purposes or give your time and your specialty, your expertise to that job anymore. And at that moment, at that time that something happened, all of a sudden, your ability to pay your bills went away. Your ability to contribute to the financial security of your children and your household was gone. It was stripped from you immediately. How would you be? Continue with your eyes shut. Think about that. Where would you be if all of a sudden, in a split second, because of something that was out of your control, you no longer were able to give of your expertise to be able to go to your job, to get paid that paycheck to pay your bills? Would you be okay? Because you've got savings? But think about your savings now too. How long would that last? And then what will you do after your savings is gone? Do you have like this big hard rock in the pit of your stomach right now? Because in all reality, this happens every single day to so many people, every single day. It happened to me almost 10 years ago. You see up here over, right there, that's me, right? Do you see that uniform I'm in? I was a police officer, I was patrol, I was a detective, I was a sergeant, I was a public information officer, I did all the background investigations, all that kind of stuff. Hi, Carl. And I was in a car accident on August 7th, 2009, to where it ended that career. And I wasn't okay, guys. I wasn't okay. I ended up with spine surgeries. I ended up with a brain injury. I ended up out of a career. I could not be a police officer anymore because of those spine surgeries. And what ended up happening is I ended up going through a lot of loss. First of all, having a non-functioning mind and body for quite a while was not, on my to-do list. But I also went through a loss of being able to pay bills, losing a house, a marriage, and going into a spiral of depression that I almost didn't come out of. I went to my doctor and got some prescription medication, which I'm not saying prescription medications are always bad, but the ones that I was put on had warning labels that said may cause suicidal tendencies. Thanks for sharing, Carl. I appreciate you. And I had 4 suicide attempts, guys, before I learned of a different thought process. I learned, instead of linear income, where you give your time before someone else will give you money so you can pay your bills, that there's a way that you can do leveraged residual income, to where you can start working with a group of people and you can start sharing information on products or services with a team, and you can help people in their health and in their longevity and in their energy and in their security, and help other people accomplish goals and dreams, and you get paid on everything that you've done for as long as you continue doing it. So when I'm talking about that, my husband and I actually, I got introduced to this amazing opportunity in 2011. I met my husband now, Dr. Dondi, and we now build a business from home to where we get paid now on work that we did back in 2009, 2010, 2011, and every year since then. We did it one time, we shared information. It's backed products that people want to continue taking, which means we get paid over and over and over again every single month. And we actually were just at our big event in Kansas City, and if you can see, where's my finger? Above where you see me here as an officer in my previous life, we were just honored as being part of a Millionaires Club, all from sharing information. And the thing is that we can do this from home. We've done this when we've been sick. We've done this when we couldn't work. We still got paid. And there are amazing people that can that have shared their stories with us on how they built their well before they were thirsty. And I got to tell you, it's life-changing. And so I just really want you guys today for your number 5 C.T.A. call to action. Do a review of your financial security. And even if you love what you're doing, I am so thankful that you love what you're doing. It's amazing. But if you have to give your time to someone else before they can give you a paycheck so you can pay your bills, please look at additional opportunities to add to what you're doing, because I want you to do what you love. We need you to do what you love. We need loving, passionate people that are happy and joyous. But don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, I would love to share some information with you. And you know what? I love Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. We actually just had an amazing leader on our team do a great teaching on it tonight. And so if you're interested, reach out to me, please. I would love to share the video with you on that cash flow quadrant, because I think you'll really have your eyes open to additional possibilities. All right, guys, so call to action number 5. On my hopes to inspire, encourage, and move you to make changes in your life is for you to do an evaluation of your own financial security, and to really make sure that if something happens to you that takes you away from your full-time job, that you and your family are still okay. All right, I love you. God loves you. You are more than enough because you are. So please go out and just, if you want to join me in this journey, I'd love to hear what your choices of these call to actions are. But again, keep in mind, reach out to me if you would like that cash flow quadrant training, because I would love to share it with you. All right, be blessed. Have a great night. Bye.